I became an artist, and thank God I did, because we are the only profession that celebrates what it means to live a life.
And we're back for another episode of Dear Showrunners. I'm your girl, Jo.
I'm Em.
And this is a podcast where we talk about TV,
and a little life.
Hey, we on TV.
That's right. See? No liquor in the system, we can get it together.
We so focused.
Hey, pie friends.
Hey, pie friends. So, we're back for another episode. I'm excited. But this week it wasn't a lot on. Was it just me?
No, this is kind of like a quiet week of TV. I feel like because of the award shows.
Maybe everything.
And then, like, everything else is, I don't know, Get Out. I don't know. It wasn't a lot of stuff going on TV to me.
Even though it was enough.
It was enough to keep it going.
Got some surprises for y'all.
You did. I'm excited. So let's get into it.
Okay, so let's jump into it. So Grey's Anatomy came on. And this week, we saw Minnick act like the bitch ain't killed nobody last week.
Like, I was like, wait a minute. Did we fast forward to 2 weeks later? Like, it just seemed like she was just so happy. Like, and then it wasn't even no real tension between her and Stephanie. And I just felt like
it wasn't.
If that happened, I would have been like, bitch, don't put me on no fucking case. Like, did you not learn your... Anyways.
It totally threw me out. So, a couple of questions. First of all, when did Minnick and Arizona get this, like, love-hate relationship?
When they're like, so I guess when she said you could have friends,
they went out.
They just they end up being friends and actually getting to know each other. But then it was like kind of corny. This whole like, well, let's act like we don't like each other. And I could tell. Well, of course, we saw at the end like Arizona was kind of like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't like this, and I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Okay, so we opened up. That was a random side note, but how did we open up this week on Grey's Anatomy?
We opened up
about everybody trying to get back in place. So I think this episode was all about like Karev came back, and you know, it looks like everybody might be getting on board with this new teaching thing. So it's kind of like we're trying to get back into this family mode.
Yes.
And we see that Chief Bailey leaves to go to Camp David,
which I was like, which is actually going to Meredith's house. Right. At first, I was like, what the fuck is she going to Camp David for? Like, this is not Scandal. Like, what is going on?
She is going to get back her Chief of General Surgery.
Yeah, I thought it was funny with when they were all at the house and Gray was talking about how she about to die of boredom, and then they was like, well, you own the hospital, did you see like if you could just go back to work? And she's like, oh, fucking checks and balances.
She's like, I take the bylaws.
She's like, trust me, I checked. Like, she has been bored as hell.
But that's crazy because you do own the hospital, but
that is true, but you can't go to work. Like,
but you spend it. How'd it happen?
I mean, hey, it works like that.
So Chief is basically there to say, hey, I need you to get on board. I need you to come back. And she's like, I'm on Weber's side.
Yeah. Again, we see that Bailey I feel like we have summoned the real Bailey, because she like pretty much was just, stood up in her decision, and she was like, I keep telling myself like, this is what Richard would do. This is what Richard would do. Like, and she was like, you've been trying to protect that chief, but I'm your chief. Like, and I'm telling you, this is what's going on. So you see, like, Grace kind of put down her, like, an ultimatum, like, it's either she's gone or me.
Right.
And it was like, Gray, you got a lot of fucking balls. Like, she's so entitled.
I love it because she's so true to herself.
And she's so stubborn.
And then she's so like, nope, I'm not coming back. Yeah. I'll sit here on this couch, take care of my kids.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to still get paid regardless.
This is true. Because obviously ain't nobody missing no ain't nobody missing no meals around here. Okay,
so this whole storyline with the kid that needed the
lung. Liver. He needed liver.
So his mom was gonna
kidney. Sorry, it was a kidney.
We was every.
We didn't chop the whole baby up, but yeah, it was a kidney.
And his dad comes, and that ends up saving his life. But then Joe has this whole personal
as
damn
soon
moment.
as the daddy came up, I was like, here she go. Like, I this week, I don't think I like her. Because I feel like she's always making something so personal. And it's just like, she constantly is overstepping her boundaries. Like, girl, back up.
So I get your point. However, her being in that type of relationship,
she got it. She
understood what was going on, and she understood how that lady would feel if she woke up and knew that his stuff was in her, and you know.
At the end of the day, I was like, okay, I'm in agreement with her, and I'm glad that the joy of him actually having a kidney and him being okay, like, wasn't stolen. Because the mom was just like, oh my god, like, there's such good people in the world,
right.
So she was still able to get that happiness back that she had at the beginning. Because when he came in, she was like, you ruined it.
And I think that was only because he was okay with being the anonymous donor.
Yeah, which, okay, one time Joe did the right thing. But then, I'm like, at the end, she hugging on Owen, and I'm like, why are you hugging on everybody but fucking Alex? Like, go get your man back, girl.
They both so stubborn, though. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Because I think in order for her to go back to Alex, she has to really open up. But my thing is, well,
I mean, he knows now.
But I feel like he's opened up enough. Yeah. So I repeat that statement.
Like, I just don't understand why. Like, I don't understand what this tension is still is. Like, the original reason why y'all got into this beef was because you did not want to get married to him.
Not that she didn't want to.
Well, no. But that's what she told him in the beginning.
Okay.
It was, I don't want to get married to you. Then eventually, when all this fight happened, he was about to go to jail. You finally go and tell him, well, look, it's not that I don't want to be married to you. It's that I'm already married to this guy. And, you know, I'm hiding from him. Right. So it's like, okay, now Alex isn't in jail. So I just don't understand, like, what's the issue now?
I don't know. I think they're going to make us wait for it. And that's
I'm
fine.
over it. Then they're going to have this big slow moment and blah, blah, blah.
I love you.
Yes. I don't. Spare me. Just get back together.
Okay. So let me ask you, what was his name? Is Shepard back?
You talking Riggs? Oh yeah, Amelia.
I guess
so. I'm like, so now she done moved from
Stephanie
doorstep or wherever her house. Now she back at Gray's house. Like, what the fuck are they doing with her? Like, why is she not in the hospital? She just at everybody's house.
I don't think they know what they want her to do yet.
They don't. It's like, is she on like Shonda shit list or something? Like, why is she just like hanging in the background?
Her storyline is kind of like how what's her name? The redhead that had the baby, who's the intern chief.
Oh, Ari. I mean, Ari.
Who the fuck
is Ari? April.
So confident.
I was like Ari.
Confident.
April. Yeah.
April. Yeah, I think because for a while, remember how April's storyline was kind of in a balance.
Yeah, like they didn't know what the hell they was going. She had to leave.
Yeah.
She was about to get married to him. And
I think that's where we at with her.
But then again, like I told you, like, I don't miss her. Like, I don't feel like
when she's
her.
Not there.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't feel like her being in the show or not being in the show makes a difference. So it's like, why don't we just be done with it?
I get you. So the other storyline that we had to talk about was the girl who had schizophrenia.
That was so sad.
That was super sad.
Like, at first, and then I guess I was kind of like Maggie. Like, it wasn't that I didn't get it, but it was just, like, I couldn't understand, like, why the parents was kind of so, like, you know, like, they was kind of stuck. They didn't know what to do. And then when Riggs went ahead and kind of, like, went off but didn't go off, It was just, like, they gave up on her. They went on with their life. I was just like, oh, like, I get it now.
Get it now.
Like, it makes sense. I kind of felt like he was talking to me. I'm like, oh, okay, that all makes sense.
I think I got it, like, I think anybody in that situation would have been like, because you don't know, because you have to think about that first time she went into the room, that girl, she started really freaking out, talking about the damn words and shit. But when she came in there the second time, she was like, Mom.
That was crazy.
My heart broke.
I did too. I was like, I kind of teared up. I'm just like, what do you, like, I guess I wouldn't even know what to do in that case, because it's like, all right, is the parents really in the wrong for moving on? Like you gave, like, you buried your child. You buried your, like, she's like, I have a tombstone and everything. Like,
So what do you do that twosome? Like, do you go break it up?
I guess you just be like, we save it for next time. Like, I don't know. Like, save it for when we need it. Like, I don't know.
It's so crazy because I've never been to this, but it would seem like you worked so hard to just kind of move on with your life.
And then
because it could probably consume, I'm sure it would consume like your every day, like consuming you. And at some point to move on with life after some years, you know what I'm saying? But it had been like, what, 12 years?
Yeah, it was like 12 plus years.
That's a long time.
It has to literally be like, literally ripping stitches back open, like what?
Like an open
like
wound.
they probably felt like they're like in the Twilight Zone the whole time. But it was sad as hell.
And they probably would end their marriage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they weren't even like together. Yeah, so
that was crazy.
It was sad.
Like mental illness is a mother.
Yeah.
And she was just like, Mom.
But I do like how they handled it and how they laid it out.
Yeah.
And how he was like, well, how old was she when she came up missing? It was like, well, that's typically the time when it comes up. You know, like, yeah. But I guess then that had my question, like, so is it hereditary? Because it's like, if this happened in your family, or, you know, like, if this, you know, I don't know if it's like some type of history or family history of somebody having it, like, if she just suddenly disappeared, wouldn't that play into it? Or I don't know. Like, I wonder if she was like the first family member to ever have it.
She could have, but then you know how people have sicknesses and you never know.
That's true.
Especially in the Black community.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's a whole nother story. You know, we just
keep.
We ain't gonna go. We like, whatever. That's our crazy cousin. He just acts so silly. He don't know what's going on. Right. And it's just like, no, he needs some help. But whatever. I think overall this episode. So did Chief and Bailey kind of have a moment? Like, are they cool or?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's talk about that closing scene. Mm-hmm. So basically, when she went back to the hospital after having a talk, she went and saw Chief Weber, and Chief like, "Is she coming back? What's going on?"
Yeah,
and she like, "No, it's on you." And I was like, "Why you just put it on him like that?"
I mean, she did the right thing though, because it's like it really is. It was on him. It's like, are either we gonna go with this new this
like
new plan of things, or she kind of did, or are we still all at war? And I think that just like because of what happened last week, like I feel like Chief realized like I'm needed here. Like it's not like she's gonna be able to run this program without me. So go ahead, let's get Gray back and all that stuff. Like I thought it was just like when he was talking about her mama, like I kind of got like, oh, I'll be forgetting that history.
Yeah, you do forget that. It's been so much.
So much. Oh my god, girl. Stepmama came in there and died of hiccups. Like I will never forget that. But
you always bring up the hiccups
because it was so random. It was just like, what the hell? But yeah.
Okay. So overall, what would you give it?
I would give it like a 7 overall.
Yeah, I was thinking a 7. It wasn't like great.
Yeah, it just
had some.
It moved it along. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so Shonda said, "Fuck us, we not having scandal this week."
Yeah, no scandal.
I mean, it just came on. We don't need another break. I understand.
Girl, you should have backup. Like, I don't understand the choices that are going on.
I think Terry was like Viola, like,
yes,
I got things
bitch
to do.
Is busy. My stomach, because she clearly is pregnant. This is the issue I have.
Okay, who pregnant?
No, like, because you can clearly see that Carrie is either pregnant or maybe it's her pregnancy weight. Like, because, you know, like, they're still shooting her at these weird angles. So it's like, why did we wait if we still the show's still gonna be shot like this? Like, why didn't y'all just keep shooting? I don't understand.
I don't think I've seen any crazy angles.
It's like, she's always in the bed. She always either got a coat on. She always got this big ass purse that's like either standing right in front of her stomach. Like, you could tell, like, they're still hiding her belly. Go back and watch. She
ain't got no damn belly. Oh, but I guess
go back and watch. Go back and watch. But yeah.
So let me just tell y'all.
Okay. Tell everybody the good news.
When I say I caught up to How to Get Away with Murder, I caught all the way up and saw the season finale.
It's crazy.
I think I watched 5 episodes, including the 2-hour season finale.
Wow.
Yesterday.
That was a lot.
Does that mean I don't have no life if I watch all the episodes?
I watched all the shows I'm about to talk about in the next segment yesterday, so you're not alone, sister.
Okay, great. So I'm covering my eyes right now, shaking my head.
Why are you covering your eyes?
Because I kind of wish Laura would have died.
Don't she just be on one? Like, she be so annoying. Like, just shut up, Laura.
First thing
shut
first.
up.
Bitch, when did you fall in love with Wes? Like, y'all act like y'all was together for years.
They was together for like a week.
Less than a semester. Like, and he gonna get mad at his ex-girlfriend for trying to be nice to your ass.
Yeah, talk about some, we ain't cool.
We not friends.
Why she make you so mad when she was sitting that bed? I'm like, first of all, Laura, you about to get everybody caught because you up here being a bitch for no goddamn reason. Like, relax.
She just act like they was together for so long.
Like, and honestly, Maggie should be like looking at you, giving you the side eye while you try to be mean to her. Like, you stole her man.
I just wish it was her, not Wes. But then I don't know if the story would progress along with it being with Laura dying. But I think we could live
without her. We could live without her. But one person who, like, this season, I would say, kind of came up as the strongest, and I feel like she kind of had the most growth, is Michaela.
Michaela, she did.
Michaela,
she was running shit.
When I tell you, then remember, like, in season 1 when she was like in Annalise's classroom, or when they had first went to court and she saw her in court, she's like, I want to be her. I'm like, you have became Annalise this season. Like, she was picking up on every little thing.
Michaela was running that crew.
What?
I'm just saying, when she checked,
Allie? Poor Allie. Poor Allie.
Like, look, shut up. I was like, damn, Michaela.
I said, poor little Allie. Poor Allie. But then it's like, one thing, so I have issues with the season finale.
We just got to jump to season finale.
I mean, I just want to say I'm just going to say my issues.
Not you.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Right, we already been through the whole season, Joe. We on season finale time.
I just feel like when I was watching,
I have so much to say now.
I have so much to add.
See, you should have been with us. See, y'all, Joe, this is what you get. This is what happens.
But I felt like when I was catching up, I'm like, oh, so that was what Ian was talking about. Oh yeah, that's what Ian was talking about.
It was. Okay, so
and that damn the president
was a sneaky bitch.
But she caught her ass.
She did, but I was still like, you see how I was like torn because I'm like, damn, Annalise, why you being so mean to this lady?
She's so nice.
But clearly, Annalise's
like,
antenna was all the way tuned up. Like, you been through everything, Jesus.
I never would have thought it was that DA.
Ain't that crazy?
Oh my God.
Ain't that crazy?
Oh my God. I never would have put it on him.
Single black female trying to be Annalise. She just wanted it all.
And then didn't Annalise kind of like insinuating that maybe it was Laura?
About what?
That it may have been her people, her dad and them? Or did I make that up?
I don't know, but it made me want to go back and watch it because that's my issue. Like, I just feel like there was so much that they just dropped in and they never, like, picked up. Like, we still never found out who Wes was on. Matter of fact, I need to write these down. We never found out who Wes was on the phone with. Because remember when he got in the taxi, he called somebody and was like, she's on to me or something like that. This was like, I think it was like the second episode when it came back. I can't remember which one that is. But it was something weird. And it was like, I was like, oh, that's what made me come up with that whole thing. Oh, it must be Sylvia Mooney and blah, blah, blah. So I didn't like that. 2, what was the purpose of Sylvia Mooney even doing the DNA test on her if she ain't got shit to do with anything?
It's more that
like,
shit.
What's the whole point of us even going there? So I didn't like that. So I never feel like I never got an answer to that.
You mad? Your ass right.
I am, because I'm gonna have to point these out to her. I'm gonna have to let the Shonda Lamb people know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write a letter.
Oh.
And put it on our website. Okay. But anyways, so and then the last thing that bothers me is that, so you mean to tell me that all of a sudden, Laurel daddy want Wes dead? What the fuck? Like, how do you just bring somebody in the last fucking episode of the season and then be like, he the one who killed Wes? Which means that now all of a sudden y'all about to take us on another fucking mystery hunt next year to answer the goddamn same murder. I'm tired of it. I am tired of it.
To see why he killed Wes.
We gotta wait 2 fucking seasons to figure out what really happened to goddamn Wes.
I'm like, what did Wes do to him?
Exactly. And then this is why it makes no sense.
Frank? Like, I can see if it was Frank.
Exactly.
But
this is why it makes no sense at all.
Okay, go.
Because remember when Laurel went back to her daddy?
Right.
She went back to her daddy because she was trying to figure out what happened to Frank. Like, the whole thing was, can you track his phone? Can you figure out where he's at? So how, if her daddy is obsessed or mad about whoever she's with, wouldn't he kill Frank and not Wes? Like, cause how the fuck would he know she's fucking Wes?
I don't get it. I do not understand how they dropped that bomb on us.
I'm just pissed. I was so mad.
Guy that killed him?
And who the fuck is he? You know what? When
I first thought he was working for the DMV.
I thought he was with the yes. And then my thing is, I was like, as soon as his fine ass got in the car, I was like, watch he somehow become a character. Like, I know they not about to find this fine motherfucker just to drop a tape off and go off. You know, they ain't gonna find no good looking motherfucker like that just to drop in. Messy. Yeah. This is a horrible season. And now all of a sudden, Annalise, after all them goddamn bodies y'all dropped in that folder, she just gonna walk away to heaven?
She walked away clear of all them goddamn murders.
I'm not convinced.
All of the murders.
I am not convinced.
All of the murders.
I am not convinced.
No, she got away with them because Wes admitted to it.
Oh, yeah, because Wes admitted to it, yeah. But then it's like, okay, whatever. But my thing is, bitch, y'all could have said this shit when you first got your antennas together when your daddy cussed you out. Like, why you ain't think about that shit then? Y'all done dragged this all out about what happened on the phone and why she deleted the phone when the fucking phone message saves you. We could have just used this.
I don't know why we saving them dead guy.
That's what I mean. So what, you was trying to protect his dead ass reputation? Like, I don't understand.
Okay, so answer me this. At the end of that episode when Annalise was in her first of all, let's talk about this AAVs, because she went off on the people. First, like, you guys sit in here complaining. What the fuck are you complaining about?
I'd be like, can we vote her off the island? I don't feel safe with this bitch here. You just sit here and complain? Do it make you feel better? The guy was like, have you tried meditation?
Yes!
I would have said something too, because bitch, you're not about to come in here and be yelling at us, goddammit. I don't know what the fuck you going through, but you gonna sit your ass down. This made me think about that scene, This Is Us, when her boyfriend, or when she get mad and start going off on the skinny people, talking about some you ain't got real problems. I'm like, these people don't need to go to these anonymous groups. If you gonna be cussing people out, don't take your ass out.
I think we all just here trying to heal. That's all I'm saying.
Bitch, don't be judging me for my motherfucking story. Anyways.
Okay, so.
Annalise was tripping. So she thought Wes was her son?
But, okay, so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get to. I got caught. So in the second section, when she was going on, she was just saying, I mean, he was like my son. I mean, he was my son. I mean, he was like my son.
That's why I'm like, bitch, is he your son? Like, so did you not? Because, and then, like, the whole time, like, Sylvia Mooney and them have to come back up. Because
that
whole
storyline
time,
is not done.
yes, because the whole time she like, you are lying. That's not what happened. That's not the truth. So I'm like, so.
And then when she left, she was like, you have so many things wrong. Like, you know
And
nothing. So
I was just
like,
wait, so Wes Daddy was the person y'all framed for the murder? Like, I'm so confused.
I don't know.
And then, bitch, if you recognize that was your son, that was your grandson,
right.
When he was...
Why did you why, when he now, 5 days before he died,
you go get the DNA test? Like, that's too...
So see, it's more to that.
I'm stressed out. I was upset. And then it was like, why the hell did Michaela fucking mama come? Like, what was the point of that?
Shit?
Keep her ass away. Like, she came to literally leave the next day. Like, what...
I guess she came so that we can know that Michaela don't know how to love. And then find out at the end that she in love. We could have figured that shit out through Michaela actions. Like, we could have figured it out on our own. It was so much. Like, I hope Ali and Asher and Ali get back together.
They asses.
They
just. I love you. I hate you. Get off me. I want you. I need you. I love you. Like, what? Figure out y'all want. Figure out.
And then kind of is like they best friend. He is so. I'm like, goddamn, stay out their relationship.
They be all up in each other's business.
In their houses, in the bed.
Yes.
Like,
sleeping together. Like, what is going on? They are way too close. Way too close. Well, I guess, you know, if you going around on murder sprees together, you will build a bond. But yeah. And then we see Nate still love Annalise. He want his old thing back. Like, clearly. This fool ain't going nowhere. So that's gonna be something next season.
I just don't know what to do with this show. It be so goddamn much going on, and I don't understand how we are supposed to keep up.
It was literally, it took for you to tell. It took for us to have that conversation.
About last season?
Yes. About all the shit that happened. Of course, this season was mild compared to what happened last season. Because last season, we was like, back in time, here in the future, going 3 days forward, going 2 weeks back.
Last season. It was so much.
But my thing is, like, it's crazy. Like, last season, we killed 3 people. It took us so much. They had to kill 3 people just to figure out how one person died. Like,
yo.
Now, we
spent the whole season trying to figure out
we filled the whole season. We spent this whole season trying to figure out how this one person died and still don't know why this motherfucker didn't die. Like,
and we still want him to be alive, though.
Exactly. So now all of a sudden y'all gonna keep carrying him out because clearly he gonna have to come up next season because y'all have to do some damn flashbacks.
So you got a recurring role.
So now a dead man got a recurring role. Like, I don't know what is going on.
How you know the murder is too much?
It's way too much. And you know what? Viola collecting these checks and these Oscars. I don't know how long this show gonna be lasting because she gonna be like, you know what? On second thought, Shonda,
kill me off.
Michaela can take my spot.
It's gonna take the whole season.
And then it's gonna take a whole season. So then we're gonna have her for 2 seasons to figure out what happened to her.
I hope this season made Bonnie a better lawyer. Because, bitch, why can't you get her out of jail?
Bonnie, all Bonnie doing is cry. I'm trying. No, you're not trying hard enough, bitch. Like, Frank ass who is in jail doing a better goddamn job than your ass who's out free taking phone calls.
She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm really
She's
trying.
So fucking pitiful. I'm be like, get out my goddamn face, bitch.
And it's like, bitch, you said that before. Don't talk to me no more.
That meme of her picking up the purse, like, it was like every time they was talking, she was just like, and then it was like she wasn't even, every time Annalise came out of the jail, like, she was just looking so sad, like, oh my, I'm trying the best. Like, no, you're not, girl. You are not a good lawyer. Your ass been in that house for how long?
I feel like the kids are better lawyers than you.
I feel like Michaela could have figured this shit out if she would have had just a little bit more time. And she actually gave a fuck. That bitch said, Annalise, and I'm calling you Annalise because I feel like I can say that at this time. Michaela was done with the bullshit.
But then Laura, she thought that bitch, she was like, I hope you go to hell. She was trying to keep her job, stay employed, and feed her kids and her family, and you just sitting girls in hell.
Remember what she said when she talked about her baby being dead, and she was like, I don't give a fuck about your baby. Laura ass was on one by the end of this season. She was like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And I was like,
at that last season, she had really pissed me off. She was like, I just need you guys to say yes. Just say yes. They was like,
it's like, just be quiet.
I don't think Emily's plan is gonna work. Bitch, yes it is.
Girl. And then I'm like, so what was the whole point of them going? So now, and where the fuck? So I guess it don't take them nuts to get to New York because people is just driving up and down the goddamn freeway and getting there in a half an hour. So Philadelphia to New York is a half an hour away.
Are they in Philly?
I guess. I don't even know where this place is taking place at. Where is this taking place at?
I don't know.
I want to say they said Philly, but maybe I was wrong. I'm going to figure out the location. But I'm just like, how many times they going to go to New York? First, Annalise in New York in the morning. She back at the office in the afternoon. Then they go to New York at night. So
where do they still live at? Not in this house is burned down.
I guess where Bonnie is. She figured her shit out. But then why I just knew somebody was going to like come out of the house. Like, I'm like, who the fuck is going to walk in this house on her or something? I knew something. I just want to know
why this night it was so many people in this goddamn house. And at least
nobody found. Everybody in her is there got a lock on this motherfucking door. Like,
remember she closed it, but she didn't lock. It didn't close all the way.
She was drunk. Her crazy ass. People just coming in and out, get killed,
like
getting dragged in the basement, checking people's pulses, running out. Like all this shit.
Breaking ribs.
Girl, all this shit that happened.
Oh my gosh.
But I was just, and then, so Peter Novak is actually the showrunner of the show.
Okay.
And this motherfucker gonna post, oh, just wait till the last 5 minutes. What happened? Nothing fucking happened, but more goddamn questions that I don't have the answers to.
What is it, cliffhanger for next season?
Yes. Because you was trying to come up with a whole nother goddamn season. I'm over it.
Oh, who killed what?
Solve your murders in one season. How to get away with murder. Solve them all in one season and pick up a new death the next season. Like, this show, when it first started off, I was so intrigued. I thought it was so fresh.
You know what? It's like the first season, it was very mild.
It was.
Really
it just had a couple of boom, boom, boom moments, but it was like, it's good.
That second season was
It
like
was
a
like,
deck of cards.
girl, it was like a roller coaster, like
52 pickup, that's what it was. Then season 3 was just kind of like
WTF.
Exactly.
So, not looking good over there for this How Way to Get Away with Murder.
So all I can say is that I finished it.
Do better. That's all I'll say.
Do better than me?
No, I'm telling them to do better.
I'm about to say, I could.
Yes, no, you did amazing. You were, come on now.
Thank you.
You wasn't playing.
I wasn't.
I love that.
I wanted to have this conversation.
You started off by saying you wasn't going to do it, and then I looked up, you was like texting me. I'm like, what is Angelina going? Joe must be over there watching it.
Because I was just trying to figure out, like, and then the mama, Cicely. I got Cicely.
Girl. She was like, she just gonna tell on them herself. That part was kind of funny though. Wasn't it kind of funny?
And Lisa's like, her dad was like, she just makes up these stories. He was like, no, that shit was real.
Because her son, they try to get my baby. I'm gonna tell them who did it. They ain't gonna get my baby. I'm like, Mama, go sit down, ma'am. This is not this case.
Yeah, we not doing this today.
She was just going through a lot.
But I think it was her daddy that got her like way back up.
Yeah, it was her daddy. You need to get your ass and try to figure
Put your ass together. Stop feeling sorry for yourself.
Right. He was like, you ain't about to keep blaming this bullshit on me. Go ahead, daddy. Don't take nobody bullshit.
So, anything else?
That was it.
So much shit.
It was. That was a lot. But we made it through. And I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Joe.
I finished.
Everybody,
you guys.
You gotta get Joe. She started late, but she came in through the finish line. We appreciate you. You and our pod friends, we all appreciate you.
Thank you all. I appreciate you all for staying with me.
No problem.
So what would you rate the season?
This season is like a 7 for me.
A 7?
Yeah. They had some good moments, but it was way too many loose ends. Way too many loose ends for me. And I don't respect this thing. I don't respect the cliffhanger for the next season because you have one job, and it is to get us to point A and point B and answer our questions from A, and you did not do that. So 7, and I am done.
Are you sure? Yes. Like you have some animosity.
I do. I take my show serious. When I'm invested, I'm invested.
I think I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay.
Because, it was a great show. It was a lot of shit that happened. But then we also saw some growth from the characters.
That is true.
We also showed Annalise in a different light.
And it was some good ass acting. You know what? I'll give it like a 7.5. 7.58. No higher.
0.5? Where did 8 come from?
7.5 to 8.
Oh.
So that's the range they got.
Like
no higher. Yeah, I'm about to say no higher than that.
Alright, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, once again, How to Get Away with Murder is over with.
Yep.
Don't look for Scandal next week because it's still not coming on.
It's still not coming on.
I don't think Grace coming on next week either. It says it returned March 6th.
Wait, so what's happening? Why we not having our show?
Because when we rise, that's
we rise. Okay, whatever.
So, remember you got a week off, guys.
Okay. We'll figure it out, guys. Probably have a week off from us too if we don't have our main show. So we'll stay tuned. Alrighty. So what else you been watching? So I watched Riverdale. Okay. It's this new show on CW. It gives you like 90s high school like Pretty Little Liars meet Gossip Girl feel. Like, it's so good though. Like, it's it follows this guy. So these twins, they go on this boat ride on the 4th of July weekend. All of a sudden, this girl is just standing on a rock, soaking wet, and her twin brother is missing. By the end of episode 1, he comes up dead in the river with like a bullet hole in his head. And so, like, that's what the whole series is about. But it's like really good. It got cute little one-liners.
Murder Part 2.
Oh God, no. I hope not. Shit.
I'm just saying.
We're gonna see how many twists and turns it has. But I watched the pilot episode. I really liked it.
Okay.
I started watching the second episode, but something happened. I couldn't get back to it. But I kept thinking about it, and I really want to watch it. So I think I may be in for the long haul.
Cool.
What you been watching?
So I watched The Breaks.
Mm-hmm. What is that?
So remember that movie that came on VH1 about like the hip hop era in the 90s, New York, music industry, and about the girl who was trying to get a position.
I don't think I ever watched that movie though.
So the movie was pretty good. Mm-hmm. However, this damn episode.
Mm-hmm. So it's about to be. So it was like a movie that got turned into a series.
Yeah, I think maybe the movie was like the prelude.
Oh, okay. Kind of how they did Being Mary Jane on VH1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
What you didn't like about it?
Okay, so first of all, I was at work when I was watching it.
Okay.
Second of all, when they shot it, it was so dark. Like the shooting of it was just dark. You know how they try to make a night scene and you can't see nobody?
Yeah. It's like you gotta do it perfectly.
Sorry guys, my sinuses are really messing up.
It's okay.
I apologize. A little under the weather, sinuses. But I'm not claiming it. Boop.
Amen.
So yeah, I don't know. Just something about it didn't grab me.
Okay.
Like, you know how you watch something but you're not watching it, you just listening? That's how I was.
So would you ever go back, or you like probably not?
I'm gonna try to give it one more.
Okay.
Because it's black actors.
Okay.
So
maybe I'll go check that out and see.
I'm gonna try one more time.
All right.
I wasn't feeling this first episode.
Okay.
Anything else you've been watching?
I watched Shadow of Truth on Netflix. It is a documentary. It's kind of like a docuseries. It follows this case that's in Israel about this 13-year-old girl who gets killed in a elementary school bathroom.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, so it's really like, what the fuck? And like, so let me go ahead and caution you guys. The entire docuseries is actually in Hebrew. So it's like subtitles the whole time. And unless you like, I feel like it's so good that after a while I stopped realizing that it even had subtitles, like, because it just sucks you in that much. And then it was like another thing that I would say, like, it's not something that you could be like watching it and then trying to do other stuff because of subtitles. Focus. Yeah, so it's like I'd be like trying to check a text message, like, oh shit, what happened? But it's really good, and it like pretty much sets it all up. Like, the first episode, it pretty much tells you from how it, when they tell you about the girl, when it happened, how the parents found out, when they discovered the body, who the potential suspect is. And the second episode tell you the suspects, tells you like,
how old was she?
The girl was like 13. And then they pretty much pinned this whole murder on this gardener who was actually like a foreigner in the country. They pinned this murder on him. But then you come to find out that the cops were so fucking just unethical. They pretty much forced him to like admit to the murder. Like, they told him every single thing. Like, they like told him how to do the walkthrough, told him what he needed to say, told him how he's supposed to stab her, like all this stuff. So they pretty much framed him for the murder. But then it goes another step further, and then it starts talking about like her friends and like, like all these people on the internet who was trying to solve the murder. Mind you, this happened in like 2007, so it's fairly new. So it was like talking about like how the social media stuff happened, and then because of the social media stuff, they made this Facebook group like pretty much trying to figure out like justice for, I think her name was Tara. And like in the Facebook group, this guy like started to like stand up for her friends, because pretty much not all the people were like, no, the friends did it. They like emailing them, calling them like, you bitch, you need to turn yourself in. How can you live with yourself? And this guy, he apologizes for it. you know, like pretty much stands up for him, and come to find out it's a whole new suspect added at the end. And I don't want to give away like what it is because it's so like it's, you know, like it was like 30 minutes, so it was like 2.5 hours,
Okay.
2 hours, so it's not a big time commitment, but it was literally like.
What made you watch this?
I was listening to another podcast called Crime Writers On, and they talk about like different they mostly talk about different true crime podcasts, but every now and then they'll talk about like a new show or a new documentary that came out dealing with like true crime.
Okay.
And they said this one, and I was just like, they said it was really, really good. And I, you know, sometimes they're like a hit and miss, but this one was really, really good. Like I was like tweeting about it and everything. Like it was crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't think I can watch that one.
Yeah, it's kind of, and then it's kind of brutal. Like two things I would say it's all in subtitles, and they do show a lot of scenes from the crime scene, but they don't actually show the girl, but they do show like blood and stuff like that.
Okay.
So if you're kind of weak on stuff like that, I wouldn't watch it.
Okay.
But yeah, good one though. Very, very good.
Sounds good. So I caught up on Being Mary Jane.
Okay, what did you think? How are you still not feeling it? No, I gotta watch this. I gotta watch this episode.
I'm not.
What happened this week?
So this week, basically, she went home, and is his name London?
I don't know. I call him London all the time. I don't know what his name is for real.
So London showed up in Atlanta with her, and basically she was trying. They had this event that she had to go to, and she was being a reporter for that. And what else happened? And like he was there, he kind of had her back, and she was trying to get a story. I don't know, shit.
It was just
more
Mary J being Mary J.
Yeah.
Did it talk about Niecy? Like, did it flash to Niecy and like what's going on with her situation?
No.
All right, well, whatever.
It was just kind of like, hey, Niecy, Auntie, I like him. Good to see you back.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
It wasn't
nothing to write home about.
Not at all.
Y'all let us know how y'all feeling about Being Mary Jane.
Like, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, we kind of mixed review. I didn't watch it this week, but let us know what y'all thinking. Are y'all still sticking with it, or are we kind of like making it? Yeah, are we over it? Let's just figure that out.
Okay.
Last thing, I watched Girls, and I actually watched a new episode that came on last Sunday. What is that?
Is that a boat?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I stay like right off the water. And it was just like this. A little bit. I work for it, but
Okay, bitch.
but no, we just heard this loud, like the super loud horn, but I don't know what it is. Anyways, but I watched Girls. And like I told you this is the season, this is the final season, and
right.
I just like this episode was all about like she wrote this piece about this guy who's like this famous author, and come to find out like he's pretty much like these college students were saying that he was molesting them, and he pretty much like invites her over because he wants to explain to her like he's not really he's not doing anything to these girls. They're coming on to him and they're doing all this stuff because they want to have an experience, that he feels so used, blah, blah, blah. And it just like, what was the whole point of this episode? Like, it made no sense. And then when they did the inside the episode, she was just talking about how she wanted to explore this dynamic and blah. And for me, I'm just like, I can see if you had another season of this series, but I just feel like at the end of this series, you should be really trying to wrap it up. And, like, we should be seeing some significant changes in your characters. And, like, stuff should really just deal with your characters and them growing. Like, only thing that I got from this was that, you know, the guy just told her how great of a writer she is and that she shouldn't be wasting her time doing these blog pieces. Like, you're not an amateur reporter, you're a writer, so you should be writing. So that was the only thing that I say that she probably got from it, but it was just ridiculous. Like, the guy ended up pulling out his dick and putting it on her leg at the end of the episode. Like, it was so weird, but it was just like, I could have really not dealt with this episode, because the last week episode, it had Shosh and Jessa, which is like her friends or whatever. And to me, it was just so much more substance, like things that we could have talked about in this episode versus just a throwaway. So disappointed. I'm very disappointed. That's it.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay.
It's okay. But Girls is funny normally. I like Elijah and Shosh. If y'all watch Girls, let me know. I'm gonna start posting things on our Instagram pages of like kind of just either like the promo photo for the show, or maybe we'll put like our questions up like we kind of do our showrunner of the week.
Right.
And y'all can just let us know like what y'all thinking about the shows we're talking about. Like if you watch Girls, let us know if you watch Girls. If you're not feeling being Mary Jane, we'd love to know if you're not feeling Mary Jane. Because, you know, if y'all not feeling being Mary Jane, I about to say, we could just stop the train and find a new show that you guys are watching. So,
yeah.
That's good.
Okay, so we wrapped up the season of Married to Medicine.
Yeah. Let me just start by saying, I think Andy did such a good job hosting this series.
He did.
Like, I just felt like he knew the perfect times to dive in more. He knew the perfect times to drop it. Like, I just really loved how he treated the ladies on this reunion. Like, it was so respectful, and it was good. I really enjoyed it.
I'm still trying to figure out what happened between Heavenly and Mariah. Because that beef is
and it's random and it's out of nowhere, and it's just like, why are you so mad? Like, I really feel like it's kind of what Quad said. Like, you were just mad because you bought these ladies together, and you thought because you bought them together that people were automatically going to have this loyalty and this love for you, and it's not there. Mm-hmm. And like, so now you're mad at anybody else who get the attention over you. Like, to me, it's just childish a little bit.
I just want to say, Lisa Nicole.
Oh, baby. She finally, I was with Dr. Heaven and she was like, that's the smartest shit you did all week. She should have.
That's what we did.
And then that's when I said that Andy did a good job. Because he was like, that's real anger. And you could tell like she was really, really upset. And, you know, like she's saying he doing dumb shit or he just says dumb shit. But if you look back at that confessional, she didn't even flinch when he said that.
Yeah, like everything was just kind of like, I've seen this before. It was second nature. It's almost kind of like, you know what your husband do. You just don't want to admit it to somebody else. And if that's the case, bitch,
you don't need to be on TV. Like, you just don't need to do it.
Like, if you feel like your marriage is off limit, don't be on Married to Medicine.
But then I was kind of annoyed with Toya when she gonna tell some, well, we wasn't calling you gay in a negative way. Toya. Yes, you were. Like, there's no other way to call somebody gay. Like, in the argument, you gonna say, well, we were in a heated argument. So, you mean to say you didn't call him gay in a hateful way? Like, that makes no sense.
I get what she was trying to say.
Yeah.
I guess, like, she didn't really mean any malice behind it.
Yeah.
But it just came out because it's something that's been brought up before. So, it's like...
But it is kind of crazy. They do always call that man gay.
I mean, if the shoe fits.
The only thing I'm kind of upset is, why did we never talk about the sling? Like, I just wanted to know. Like, shit, and maybe I should have said the answer to, a question to Bravo, because, like, bro,
what really happened?
How did you break your arm? And then you tell the guys that you were in a basketball game, but then you told her that you be at work and you know how it is. How the fuck is a doctor breaking their arm at work?
And why didn't we discuss this Heavenly and Lisa business deal?
I know. That was kind of crazy.
Like,
they really kind of just swept that under the table. I'm wondering if maybe like some legal stuff is going on.
Maybe.
Because like,
they didn't talk about it at all.
Yeah, because it is kind of weird that they just never talk about it at all.
And that was a big chop of something.
Yeah.
Okay, my other thing is, Jackie and Curtis, please don't get divorced.
I'm just going to say this, and I don't mean this, and I'm not saying it in a malice way. I promise you I'm not. But I just don't see Dr. Jackie making any changes to better her marriage. Because to me, what I saw is every time that they were bringing it to her, like pretty much mentioning her shortcomings, she was defensive about it. And she was making an excuse of saying, well, if I was a man, which, okay, yeah, that may be true and all, but I just felt like she wasn't taking ownership and truly being like, let me try to do something to save my marriage. I just don't think she's going to change.
I think for her, there's a lot of things that are going on, I think, for Dr. Jackie. And I know kind of how trivial it may sound, But I really do feel like the fact that she doesn't have children and then Curtis does not want to adopt, and it's like the one thing that she probably always wanted, and she's been through so much that part of her life that would have probably like filled that void and closed in that relationship is now work. And I think it's hard for her to try to find a balance. Yeah. Because I don't think she knows what that looks like right now. And I feel like Curtis, you got to give her some more time. And
I feel like, because
you got to be a lot more understanding, I think.
I agree. Because I feel like remember when they did have the topic, when they did talk about bringing up babies, and she's like, yeah, the issue of babies came up, and he kind of just shut it down. Yeah. And I just feel like it's not really fair for you to be just like so dismissive of it and being like, well, I don't see how that's going to fit in our lifestyle, because, you know, when you already have a child and you've already been through that, and you can't tell her like,
he has a child, Curtis has a child.
Yeah, remember, I don't know, maybe this was like season 1 she was in. Remember when she was making them salads and she was saying the vinaigrette is fattening? That was Curtis' daughter she was talking to. But anyways, like, but he has a child already.
Oh, I didn't know that he has a child already.
So it's like, you just...
How much older is they here? Because they've been together since she was 16 up.
I don't know, but he got a child. Oh. Yeah. So until she says, like, that's her step, you know, this is my daughter. Yeah. But it's just like, it's different. Like, and I do feel like a lot, just like you said, like, I feel like a lot of her pouring into her work so much has to do with her not and I think she even said it in the clip. Like, it's because she doesn't have that child to pour into, and so her patients do give her that unconditional love, and she's being able to provide a service to them and be nurturing to them. So I can see how it can be really, really painful to think about having to give that up. Yeah.
But I feel like I don't think it's her patience that she has to give up. It's some of the other things that she gives up. Like, she takes on 100% of everything she does. And sometimes you have to learn how to delegate some things. And I think we did see that a little this season.
Yeah, because she started bringing that lady in to help her out or whatever.
So hopefully they'll work it out. Because I think I like them as a couple.
I do. And I like... One reason why I really like this show... is because, like, it's just, to me, it just seems very real. Yeah. Like, I feel like even if the cameras wasn't around, like, I feel like I know 110% LaToya and Dr. Eugene and Quad, like, they all are going to, this is just how they are.
Simone's
and it's just
still gonna be loud.
Yeah, Simone is still gonna be loud. It just so happens that these cameras are around. But when Curtis just said, and I was like, it had to be so hard as a man to be on stage and to be that vulnerable. Like, it only takes a real man to do that. Yeah. Like, and for him to say, like, to pretty much be like, I want my wife, and I want my wife to make my house a priority. Like, when have you ever heard a man having to beg his wife to spend more time with him? And I like when he was like, I love Cecil and Simone to death, but I got to take care of my house. Like, I'm not going to, put your relationship over mine. And that made me totally understand why he didn't come on the trip. Because it's like, he's not about to go on this trip and act like everything is cool.
And it's not.
And I respected him for that.
I did. I just felt like he should have been there to support his wife. But I get it.
But if, if they were going... And he said it must have been a really nasty fight.
Yeah, they must have had a really, really nasty fight.
So it's like...
Because they're really good friends.
Yeah. So it's like, it had to be something very major for him to not be there. Yeah. And I mean, I don't think I could be able... Because I mean, I'm like, it's not even that... It's not even the fact that you're going for Cecil and them, because I'm sure if they were just going and there was no cameras around, it would have been fine. But it's the fact that you're going and then there's cameras around and then you already had tension in your relationship. Yeah. So it's like... and she was, and Dr. Jackie was like, well, I would have made sure that I didn't say something, but you don't know. Like, when people are upset.
Especially when they had those, relationship talks.
Yeah, like, when you are upset, you upset, and who knows what would have happened on that camera. So I felt like he was not only protecting his household, but he was also protecting Dr. Jackie in the long run, too.
Yeah, I can see that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But also, when you were talking, it made me think about Cecil and how he had a hoo-hoo moment.
What?
When he was... What's the gay one name?
What? Oh, Darren.
When Darren was saying something. And Cecil was like, I mean, you did say that.
Yes, he did. He did say it. He was like, he was definitely having Dr. Simone back. Like, I mean, but kind of, you did say it.
But not only that, when Dr. G was trying to get quiet, he was like,
but it was so funny. It was so funny. He was like, it was like he's reading off of time. I will make sure my wife does a quiet kind of like. But I do like how they try to, like, you know,
let the ladies
do the ladies, and then they don't ever try to, like, talk about their wives in front of other people. Like, whenever there's anything being said, it's like behind closed doors.
So I understood where Aiden was coming at when he was talking
about like I would have been kind of hurt too. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like I didn't expect that. I mean, I get where Dr. G was coming from, but like Aiden said, but we let the ladies do whatever they gonna do,
and like we got to take care of each other. So I felt Aiden on that one.
He was like, "Bitch, you left me $50." She was like,
"That was kind of shady." I'm sorry. My thing is like, so I don't even care that you don't want me to drive all. You should have told me in the beginning of the day, so I didn't even have to make the trip over there.
No, she told her not to come.
Oh, okay. So wait, so what happened? Because I came in kind of late.
Sent her a text, kind of like, you're no longer invited. Mm-hmm. And Aiden was like, no, we should still be able to go. I don't think that's right.
Not to think that I don't think that's right.
Either.
And then they wouldn't let him in?
Yeah, and they wouldn't let him in. They gave him $50.
So she slid it through like the doorstop or something?
No, like she had gave it to the security. So she didn't even. They never made it inside. They just like literally drove up.
Dang.
And they was about to get out, and it was like, no, you've been asked not to come. Kind of
yikes! But that was kind of nice that they gave the money anyway.
Compensation has been given for you if you did show up.
Oh, that's kind of awkward.
She was like $50.
That is so awkward.
I mean, it's a far drive.
It's so awkward. That's so awkward. Another thing I really liked was when Dr. Eugene was talking about him and LaToya relationship, and he was like, how people be trying to make it seem like she just running my ass. And I'm just cashing the checks. But it do low key though. Like, I'm sorry, Dr. Eugene. It do be looking like that.
You sit down, eat that damn biscuit. That was so damn disrespectful. I was like, Toya.
I'm just saying. Like, it do be seeming like that. Like, she do have your little pussy whips.
But they probably just have that type of relationship.
That's true.
Because Toya is just one of them people.
Yeah.
When she said she stole that Wet n Wild, I don't know if we talked about this last time, but it was so Detroit.
I know, Wet n Wild.
Wet n Wild lipstick.
That is so funny. I don't know. It may be, because I definitely, when she said, I know Wet n Wild. We all know Wet n Wild.
I know Wet n Wild.
But what else? What else happened?
I think that was it.
I think those are the major things.
Those are the major things. I was just so glad that Lisa finally checked Darren.
Yeah, I was like, girl. That was a long time coming. Like, and she probably was, and it probably because it just built up so much.
Yeah,
and she was
angry.
Just like, you need to stop saying shit. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, shut your ass up. But that was nice, Andy, to kind of get him the floor.
Yeah.
And then people were still talking, and he was like, he has the floor.
I'm gonna talk anyway.
She was like, I'm sorry, Cupcake, or down.
But you
like,
get so sad.
You was only married for 5. Faithful for 5. I love Dr. Simone voice.
It was a slip of the lip. That was a
I mean, them don't even sound the same, sir. I'm sorry. And you just said it so like...
It came out like so
It just
smooth.
came off... And she didn't even... My thing is, like, if it was a flip of the lip, like, I felt like she would have been like... At least being like, what the fuck? But she was kind of just like, like, that sounded about right. That's what I told his ass to stop. That's when it happened. But I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm excited about next season.
Me too. Overall, what did you think the season was?
Overall, I give it about a 7.
A 7. I give it like an 8, but actually, I need to go back because I gotta watch the beginning of the season. I thought it was so sad, the whole dead part. That just took me there. It was a lot. Okay. We going back. We gonna go on, Joe?
You said you had some news.
Yes. All right, y'all. So I also have some news. So talk about diversity. We are Black people is everywhere. You cannot hold us back. And we are also on the new Bachelorette. Miss Rachel Lindsley, she was a formal contestant of The Bachelor, but now she's going to have her own show and be the very first Black Bachelorette.
Oh, we supposed to watch it?
I I'm gonna look at the first show and see what the men looking like. If she,
not even. I'm gonna see what she's talking about.
No, I'm gonna see what them dudes looking like. If she only got like, if it's like, let me not say that, but I'm gonna see what it looking like. She got too many. I'll just have to pass.
Continue.
Netflix Burning Sands is premiering March 10th, and it follows Greek life and the whole hazing and ritual process. Really cool. A Howard alum, and the Q is actually the director of this show.
That's interesting. I'm gonna see if they get any backlash for that.
I'm pretty sure they will be.
Sure.
Because them niggas be beating somebody's asses. But anyways,
Hell Week is real.
Hell Week is real. Star and Lethal Weapon has been picked up for a season 2.
Okay.
So you guys get to watch more of that. And that's all I got for news.
So just a quick update. Greenleaf is coming back on in March.
Oh, okay. All right. Update.
And I also believe that new police type Rebel is coming on in March.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not
so
sure.
Wait, what's the face show start? Sanaa Lathan show start?
Shots Fired?
I don't
think it started yet.
Okay.
I think it starts in March, though.
I know it started in Fox or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure I get y'all the details on that. Gotta make sure we support our Black
We'll put it on
queens.
Instagram.
We definitely will. So that's it.
That's it. Anything else?
Nothing else.
I just want y'all to know I'm still watching the Half and Half Nots if you watch it. So I'm still with you. Maybe I'll talk about it next week.
Okay. Oh, and I this is not a show. Oh, you still going?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Damn.
I'm still watching Star. Star's still pretty good. I'm behind on it, but I do want to watch this next episode because this is when they're supposed to have the whole exorcism on Tyreek's supposed to do exorcism on a girl that's Queen Latifah's son.
Oh, what?
That's not a woman.
Oh Lord. Okay.
So yeah, that's.
I wonder if he gonna have one of them I'm not gay
interesting
moments like the dude.
I think he's gonna try to pray it out of her, but I think that was real because I think that's something that happens.
Yeah, you can't pray with a gay though.
Yeah, but
yeah. And I'm still watching Big Little Lies. I'm gonna watch it when I finish this up. And I think
what?
Big Little Lies.
When you finish up, what? You gonna watch it when you finish?
Oh, when we finish recording. Watch it because it come on Sunday. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And then like again, I'm also gonna put another thing out. If there's any shows that we need to be watching or that you love, just let me know. I'm always looking for a new TV to watch.
Yeah, I'm looking for a new show to watch while I'm at work.
Okay.
I don't know if I should say that.
Whatever, it's fine. However,
I need something to watch at work. Because,
like a Netflix series?
Yeah, either Netflix series or something. So let me know what's out there.
All right. Well, I'm going to look, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all let Joe know if y'all see something good on Netflix that she can watch.
All right, anything else?
No, that's all I got.
All right, pod friends. This has been another episode of Dear Showrunner. Once again, I'm Joe.
I'm Em.
And if you like what you heard, go ahead to our Instagram page and like us at
Dear Showrunners. Follow us on Instagram.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, at Dear Showrunners. And you can also follow me on at MBC. I'll probably be on that more than I be on a Dear Showrunner. So I just realized I probably should say that just in case y'all
NBC
looking.
Twitter?
Yes, at MBC. So that's AMBEEC. There we go.
Oh, that was hard.
Shut up! Jesus! All right.
You like one of the people that call like my name Billy BILLY.
You will be surprised. I tell people my name is Amber, and they be like, "How do you spell that?" AMBR. Figure it all out. But anyways, and then Facebook.
I was trying to get there. You messed up my ending.
My bad.
Please go to Facebook and follow us or like us on Facebook at
Dear Showrunners.
And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, want to tell us what to watch, you can hit us up in our Gmail at
dearshowrunners@gmail.com.
Alrighty, see you guys next week.